The light goes out and the Goiânia Brazil Grand Prix is here, who is right in front of him. But wait a minute, drama is happening behind. A rider is Maman Jemping attacks. After several laps of constant pressure, the gap finally appeared.
In a few moments, we'll move to the main straight to watch the start of the MotoGP race. The cameras take us to the starting grid where riders and engineers are discussing the final details. The sky is overcast and temperatures are particularly low, so many teams have fitted soft tyres to both the front and rear to allow riders to bring them up to temperature more easily.
Soon we will start the race in Brazil. The MotoGP gladiators have taken their places on the starting line. Tension is in the air, adrenaline is flowing in every rider. There is no room for error, no second chances. The light goes out and the Goiânia Brazil Grand Prix is here. And Maman Jemping again suffers a terrible wheel slip from first position. Marc Marquez manages a perfect run on the grid with his Ducati. Heading into the first corner, Marc Marquez from second position and leading in front. Marco Bezzecchi is also very strong at the start, and Jorge Martin moves up to third. A very clean move from Joan Mir, and now the position is up one place. The focus is now on Maman Jemping, who is right in front of him. But wait a minute, drama is happening behind. A rider is sliding into the gravel. Oh, it's Johan Zarco who fell into the gravel. It seems he lost the rear tyre grip when entering the corner. The motorbike immediately skidded and Zarco fell into the gravel. A very unfortunate crash for Zarco. This is a big blow for Zarco because he had to fail to finish the race on the lap. A fierce battle was brewing in the front group. Marc Marquez, Marco Bezzecchi, Pecco Bagnaia and Jorge Martin were all battling for position. None of them were willing to give in. These four riders were truly putting on a world-class spectacle. Behind them, Maman Jemping was still stalking patiently and unhurriedly, keeping a close distance while observing his opponent's every move. At the slightest mistake from the riders in front, Maman Jemping was ready to capitalize on the momentum to jump into the fight for position and make the competition even more heated. An incident occurred in the midst of the race. The duo Fabio appeared to have collided, with Fabio Di Giannantonio and Fabio Quartararo making contact. Hopefully Quartararo's injury wasn't too serious. Sure enough, a small mistake from Marc Marquez. As he entered the corner, Marc Marquez appeared to run wide and wasn't able to maintain his ideal racing line. His momentum was slightly lost, and Maman Jemping immediately seized the opportunity. And Maman Jemping managed to pass Marc Marquez. A very clever and calculated maneuver. Now Maman Jemping shifted his focus to race leader Marco Bezzecchi, who remained firmly in first place. Lap by lap, the gap between the two continued to narrow. Maman Jemping appeared to have established a very strong rhythm and began to put significant pressure on Bezzecchi for the win. Meanwhile, a fierce battle was unfolding behind them. Marc Marquez was battling with Jorge Martin to retake second place. The two Spaniards were neck and neck, giving no room for movement. Martin tried to maintain his position closely, but Marquez continued to find opportunities to attack. This duel was a distinct advantage for Maman Jemping, who was chasing Bezzecchi at the front. Maman Jemping attacks. After several laps of constant pressure, the gap finally appeared. Maman Jemping braked very late on the inside of the corner and managed to overtake Marco Bezzecchi. 4 corners left, and Bezeki was already too far behind Maman Jemping, who always did a good, clean and neat maneuver in the last few corners, and simultaneously, Marco Bezeki shook his head. He knew he had wasted the opportunity to be the fastest and get his first gold medal. Now the reward for Maman Jemping, who was rewarded for smoking all the riders. The checkered flag was waved. Maman Jemping won another MotoGP race in Brazil. After yesterday's sprint race, he was the fastest.
Take a look at the final ranking of the MotoGP race before the traditional podium ceremony. The cameras are taking us into Park Ferme to the race winner, who is rightly celebrating with his mechanics. If he continues like this, it will be difficult for his rivals to catch up with him. We are picking up again live from the track where the first 3 riders have just arrived on the podium for the awards ceremony. We've seen a very exciting race and these riders deserve all the love from the fans.